What's going on, guys? So today, guys, I'm gonna do a full review on the 150. I get a lot of message about the 150. If this bike is reliable, I highly recommend getting a 150. So that's why today I'm gonna do a full review. Actually, I didn't do a full review on this bike. I just do a comparison on this bike. So today I will do a full review on it, guys. If you are thinking of getting one of this bike, you want to watch this video to the end, and if you also already have one, you still want to watch this video to the end. There's some important things where you need to know about the bike, just in case you are thinking of buying one of this bike. So stick around till the end of the video, guys. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Lots more video coming. So first thing we're gonna talk about reliability. This bike is like top reliable, guy. You don't have to worry about nothing. Only thing you have to worry about, few bolts loosening up here and there, and we're gonna talk about how you can solve that problem with Loctite. And even today I got a message talking about what type of Loctite we should use, if we should use the red one or we should use the blue one. So we'll get into all of that later on, what type of Loctite we should use, or if the bike is reliable, and if I think it's a good buy. I paid $1,300 for this bike, and some of my subscribers were telling me that they pay like $1,600 plus tax. Guys, if you are in the market for one of this bike, I wouldn't pay more than like $1,200 top. I would not pay $1,600. If you have $1,600 to spend, I would definitely considering putting some more money on that and get a real bike. Get a Honda or a Yamaha. Guys, I always recommend that you guys get a real bike if you have enough money. But if you have just a little bit of money and you just want something to just fool around for the time being, this would be a definitely go-to bike. So that's why I'm saying stick around till the end of the video. We're gonna jump into what I really think about the bike and how long I have this bike now. I would say I had it for about 3 months now, and we have no issue. We only had just the issue with the tube being popped every now and then, but I have a fix coming on the way, guys. As soon as they arrive, I will do a video on that. I will show you guys how to solve that problem with the tube being popped. I know a lot of you guys out there have this issue with your chain keep falling off, and also on both bike we did have that same issue too, and I'm gonna show you guys how I solved that problem. So let's jump right into how I solved that problem with the chain keep on falling off. So it doesn't matter what I did, the chain was still coming off. So what I did, guys, I took one link off the chain. So if I took one link off the chain, I make the chain more stiffer. So as you can see, the axle right here, normally if all the link were on the chain, the axle would over here, and every time you go for a ride, the axle will move forward and loosen up the chain, and the chain gets slacker and the chain just keep dropping off. So what happened is that I take one link off the chain. So right now the axle is like at the furthest to the end. So that meaning it doesn't matter how much the chain pull the axle cannot go any more further. Because what happens is that why your chain keep dropping off is because the axle keep moving when you go for a ride. Why is the sprocket turn, it keep moving the axle forward and your chain get loosened. Right now my chain just have this perfect stiffness on it, and the chain never drop off since I take the link off. Guys, if you have that same issue, I think you should consider taking one link out of your chain and make your chain more shorter. Your chain is too long, that's why it's keep dropping off. So okay, let's talk about Loctite now. So I'm going to show you guys all the bolt on the bike where I highly recommend that you guys put Loctite. It doesn't matter which Loctite, the red one, the blue one, it doesn't matter. If you can get it at Canadian Tire, you can get it at Walmart, wherever you can get it, guys, Loctite. So I'm going to pass the camera on, and then I'm going to show you guys which bolt and which nut I highly recommend you put in the camera on. So first you have to put Loctite on this guy. You have to take this one off and you have to put Loctite on that. If you guys watch my last video where I was in Hamilton recently, I went over there to do some work on one of my subscribers. They have two 150 and I went over there to do some work on it, and as you can see, if they already lose one of this on their bike because they were riding and they didn't even realize that this get loosened up, and it just drop off. So when I went over there was two bikes, but there was only one bike have this on it. So you want to take this off. You can use an adjustable, and you want to make sure you put Loctite on that. Loctite is a must, has to put on this one. And the next bolt what we're going to talk about, guys, I'm going to show you. It's in a suspension bolt. You definitely want to put Loctite on this one. You have to take this one off and you have to put Loctite on that one. I seen this one loosen up already on this 150, and I took it off and I put Loctite on it, and since then I have no more issue. And even this big bolt what we talk about on the steering over here, I took it off and I put Loctite on it, and since then I have no more issue. And I'm gonna show you guys on the sprocket. There's 4 bolts on the sprocket. Whatever, if it's a 125 or it's a 150, these bolts, they are like, I think 10 millimeter or 12 millimeter. You have to take these bolts out and you have to put Loctite on these bolts. These one you have to put Loctite on them. And if you guys are wondering what size tube, so you can look at your tire right here, 90/100-14. That's your tire size, and that's also the size of your tube. So remember what I said, you have to put Loctite on these 4 sprocket bolts. And you can see that these ones were really tight. I tried to took one out and it's broke. And those bike what I went to fix last Sunday, these guys, their sprocket bolt were already loosened up, and actually one of them bolt already came out. I put Loctite and I replaced it back. And guys, I'm gonna show you something right down here, very important on your chain right here. If you're riding and you hear your chain making a lot of noise, there's like a little link right here. You have to remove it, and then after all the noise will go away. It sits like right here. The chain will just literally hit on it like that when you're going for a ride, and you will have to remove that if you want it to be more smooth. So we're gonna talk about Loctite on the caliper again. So this is the front brake, this is the front brake, this is the rotor, and this is the caliper. So on the 125 I was riding one day, and one of the bolt on the 125 came out, and also on this bike one of them loosened up. But guys, so long as you put Loctite on these bolts, take them out and put Loctite on them, you have no more issue, because you don't want to go for a ride, and when you go for a ride, soon as you know it, both bolt came out and the caliper went inside the wheel, and you make an accident when you're riding. So you have to take these one out and put Loctite on them. Since I take mine out, I put Loctite on them, I have no more issue. And one more other thing you have to put Loctite on, you have to take the exhaust. There's two, I think 12 millimeter or 10 millimeter nut. You have to take these one out, and you have to put Loctite on them. I see these guys loosen up before already, but other than that, I don't really see any other more bolt where loosen up, but the caliper bolt and the suspension bolt and this big bolt right here, definitely you have to put Loctite on that one. And most important, you have to put Loctite on the sprocket bolt. They will loosen up. I see them loosen up already, but since I put Loctite on them, I have no more issue. And this is the Loctite what I'm using. I don't know if you guys can get the red one. I'm using the blue one. Whatever one you can get, make sure you get the Loctite and do what I say, and you will have no more issue. And one more other thing, guys, I get a lot of message that this bike leaking gas. So my solution is that do not put a lot of gas inside. If you fill it up too much when you go for a ride, a lot of gas will just splash around and it will come outside. You do not want to fill it up too much, but I already talk about the seal what I put inside already. I already double up some seal. I make some seal. I already see the video already, guys. I make the seal. I put like 3 extra seal inside, and since then I have no issue. And you guys are asking if this bike is reliable. So far we have no issue with the bike, no issue regarding the engine. And guys, you can look this engine up on the hustle. Use this engine. It's a good engine, and you guys know that I always recommend buying the 150 over the 125, but I would not recommend paying like 1600, even 1500. It's a cheap Chinese bike. If I were gonna pay 1600 or 1700, I would have saved up a little bit more and get a real bike, a used real bike. But paying $1700 for this bike used, I wouldn't do that. I got this bike at a good deal, and so far this bike never let us down as yet. So far it's been pretty good, it's been pretty reliable, and it's robust. And if we were going on a straight with the 125 and the 150, if both bike was in 4th gear, this 150 would just gone, man. The 125 cannot keep up. And a lot of guys are telling me thanks, they take my advice and they choose the 150, and I'm happy for all of you guys out there who choose the 150. It's a good bike, but also it's a cheap bike at the same time too. So if any little thing go wrong on it, definitely we can fix it. And if you guys out here in Toronto, and if you guys have any issue with your bike, you guys can just message me. I can just pop by and we can just sort that out, no issue. And one more thing what I want to talk about, I already talked about it already before, but I'm going to talk about it again just in case that this is your first time watching my video. I want to talk about the filter. Make sure that your guys' filter always clean. I know that I talked about it before, but just in case this is your first time, make sure that your filter is clean. Right now this one need to wash, and how you need to take it off, you need a flat mouth screwdriver to take it off. Soak it in some water, wash it, and just put it back on, and you're good to go. And guys, when you're going for a ride, make sure you check your oil. Make sure you change your oil regularly. And if you bought one of this bike brand new, the first thing you want to do, you want to change the oil, because the oil what come inside the bike is not a oil, it's a shipping grease. So the first thing you want to do, make sure that you change your oil on it. And guys, use good gas in your bike. Use 91 in your bike. If you use 91, this thing will run like a rocket. I use 91, I don't use the cheap gas. And this engine is a better engine than the 125. That's why I highly recommend getting a 150. And we're gonna start it up. And if you're thinking about buying one, I'm gonna start it up, and you're gonna listen to the exhaust, and then you're gonna make your decision whether if you want to get a 125 or you want to get a 150. But come on over here with the camera again. I want to show them something very important. Come around this side. I want to show you guys, this is the kill switch wire right here. Come to the kill switch right here. It's always more towards down at the steering down here. The wire normally more down there. So what you want to do, you want to make sure you take this wire, put it up here, and zip tie it. You don't want it to be close when you're moving the steering like that. You don't want it to be down there, because you know what happened, you see mine with the black tape, it get caught down here, and the steering, by turning it cut the wire, and we were trying to start the bike for like hours and hours, and we couldn't figure out what happened, and we just realized that one of the kill switch wire is broken. So make sure you want to move this wire, zip tie it up out of the way from the steering, so that meaning it doesn't get caught up in the steering, and you're trying to start the bike for hours and hours, and you have no issue. So let's talk about the choke again, guys. If this is your first time watching my video, I know I talk about it again, but I have to make this full review for this bike because I'm getting a lot of message about this bike. And this is a choke right here. So that's down, that's down, and that's all the way up. So you want to make sure that the choke is right in the middle. That's down. You want to make sure the choke is right there. Always make sure the choke is like right in the middle. So guys, we didn't start this bike for about 2 weeks. So let's start this bike and listen how it sounds. Guys, that's what I said. I didn't start it for like 2 weeks, so it may take 2 minutes to start. So just be patient, and I'm gonna start it up. This guy's gonna do a burnout, bro. So there you got it, guys. So you guys heard the sound of the exhaust. It did take a little while to start, just because I didn't start it for about 2-3 weeks now. We didn't ride, but other than that, we have no issue right now. It's up and running, and you hear the sound of the exhaust. The 125, nowhere close coming to the 150, man. It's an awesome piece of machine, guys. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Lots more video coming. Hit that bell notification, guys. If you find the video helpful, give the video a thumbs up, guys. If you are consider getting one of this bike, think twice about the price and think how much you're willing to spend. I wouldn't go more than like 1200. I wouldn't go 1600-1700. But if you already have the bike already, what can you do? But I would just stick around, like if you can get it for $1,000 or whatever. Let's hear how it sounds. Maybe it's warming up a little bit better now. Oh, there you go. You didn't ride for a long time, so guys, I'm gonna take it for a little bit to ride in, and let's see if that's work. And camera. Listen to the exhaust, guys. This exhaust is crazy, man. So guys, there you got it, man. The bike didn't warm up because I didn't ride it for like 2-3 weeks. That's what I said. If you find the video helpful, guys, give the video a thumbs up, guys. Go out there, guys, get some Loctite and put on your bike. Guys, remember, safety first. Always wear your helmet. Until then, guys, peace.